Welcome back. I'm so glad you joined me for another Moose and Adventure today. We're going to be walking around the park. We didn't get here quite at rope drop. We got here at 7:45 into the parking lot, and it took us until about 8 o'clock or so to park, and actually maybe even a little bit past that. And then we didn't actually get in the park until around 8:30. But it is 8:45, and we were off of Indiana Jones, and now we're still at the Haunted Mansion. We want to go in the Haunted Mansion before they take it down and they convert it over to the Haunted Mansion Holiday, and that closes August 14th. So we're going to do that first. And I'd really like to see how many characters we can see today. But we'll see. We're just kind of playing it by ear. But here we are at Haunted Mansion. The line is only 15 minutes. That's not going to happen once it converts to Haunted Mansion Holiday, I would assume. But we'll see, because it's not even 9 o'clock in the morning yet. Geez, I forget how much I like come out in the morning, even when you don't rope drop, because there's just no lines. But I'm already filled with regret. It was kind of overcast when we climbed out of the car, and I'm already hot, so now I'm going to be carrying around this jacket all day long unless I decide to rent a walker or walk back to the car, which I don't see either one of those happening. So. We had toyed with going on Rise of the Resistance next, but just as we expected, the line is already 40 minutes because I think everybody kind of runs their rope drop. It's 9 o'clock, incidentally. But, and Space Mountain, we thought about doing Space Mountain, but that's already 45 minutes. So we've kind of missed our window for that. Granted, those will probably get even longer as the day goes on until after the fireworks. But, so we could do that because they are definitely shorter. But when I looked at the Disneyland app, Matterhorn's only 10 minutes, Big Thunder's only 20. So I would much rather do those and basically kind of walk on those rides, because those are really going to get long as the day goes on too. So we are going to go to Matterhorn, and then we're going to go to Big Thunder. And at 10 o'clock, I want to be down in Critter Country. I know, lots of walking, but it's not that bad because it's not crowded at all. So it's not taking very long to walk anywhere. And we want to be down in Critter Country to go see Tigger when Tigger gets down there. And then we're going to hopefully come back through Frontierland and see Jessie. We have never seen Jessie, and we have a spot in our autograph book right next to Woody that's just waiting for her to sign it. So that's our plan. Hopefully it works out the way we planned. So one thing that I learned with Disney and Disneyland is that kind of have a rough outline of what you want to do, but be flexible enough that you can change it and you'll have a lot better day. There's a lost horse with no carriage. The horse is so pretty. We still have to do a before and after later on today of this walkway. I am not a morning person by any stretch of the imagination. But look at how nice it is in the morning. And there's our first characters of the day. Alice in Wonderland and the Mad Hatter. Just spotted our next character too. This is really fun because they are not out in the park very often. That is Pinocchio and Geppetto. One thing that the great is that they are I headed over to Critter Country to see Tigger. I'm hoping maybe we'll see a princess as we walk through Fantasyland. Haven't seen any characters out this time around, although right before Matterhorn we did in fact see Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter, Pinocchio, and Geppetto. Oh! Look here, I just saw. My goodness. How cool is that? We got totally sidetracked. We were walking through the castle and saw Merida and Aladdin come this way. Just as soon as I knew Merida and Aladdin are here today, but we're on a hunt to find them. But so far we haven't seen them. Oh, wish us luck. But we might not make it to Critter Country till later. We'll see what happens.
Like it though?
Oh, we did see Belle. There goes Pinocchio and Geppetto. My goodness, this is such an awesome day for characters. It's so far. No Aladdin and no Merida. Found Merida. Pinocchio is sort of playing hide and seek with her. Hooray! We found Tigger. He is dancing around in Critter Country by Winnie the Pooh ride. We're going to do something that I've never tried before. We are going to go ride on the Rise of the Resistance. Usually I wait until right before it closes at the end of the night because then we walk right on. We've done that before and it's only been like a 6-minute wait. So I'm really curious to know if the wait times are really as bad as they say they are. Do we really have to have a lightning lane to ride on it? So I'm super excited. The line says it's 35 minutes. This morning at Rope Drop, it was like 45 minutes. There is a little bit of sun that we're going to have to wait in, but we're going to be inside that building really soon and be air conditioned. This was a great time to come.
Post on Batu is no longer safe. We have transport waiting to take you to General Organa's secret base on Bukhara.
Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the resistance base is secure.
That was super worth our time. It ended up being 37 minutes from the beginning of the line until we actually got in with Ray. And that's not bad at all. So the wait time was just about spot on. It was actually shorter now than it was at Rope Drop when the park first opened this morning. The other thing that was super nice about it was that it was totally air conditioned. It was actually cold enough that I toyed with putting on my Spirit jersey. I didn't, but it felt nice in there. They also have built it so that there's benches in there. You so don't need lightning lane. There are great times to come. We usually come right after the fireworks before this closes. It still closed earlier than the rest of the park. But today we decided to try it right smack dab in the middle of the day, and the wait was perfect. You don't need a lightning lane for it. So then we'll show you on my last visit here. I started finding there's a mural that has the smallest hidden Mickey in the entire park. So we're going to go try to find it right now. Honestly, it's one of those places that does not matter how many times I walk through here. The theming and just the way it looks and the cosmos and everything is incredible. In fact, I think they're setting up to play a game of Snowlock right now. So I think we might stop and join them. Oh, they are. The bad guys, right? Yes. I'm the bad guys. I should know that. That's embarrassing. Okay.
Alright, I'll let you go first.
Okay.
Oh wait, I can't grab that.
Okay, I'm just telling. Can you play one more time? That was fun. It was not sabak, it was tic-tac-toe. But I was the first order. First game was a stalemate, but I won the second game. I trapped him. I'm gonna say that I totally won, but I don't know. Maybe he let me win, but either way, it's so fun. That's one of the many wonderful magical touches that Disneyland does that just makes everything so incredibly cool. We've been in famine the entire day, meaning that we have not eaten anything. And I'm trying to get that rumbling in my tummy. I'm hungry. I really want to head over to California Adventure and eat. I'm thinking the Al Pastor fries down by Goofy Sky School. And I'm hoping that one of the bands is out there playing because I'm going to sit there in the shade and relax and listen to the band. And then I think we're gonna go over and see Rogers the Musical. It's one of my favorites, and it's getting hot. That's a great place to sit and relax in the afternoon.
So good to see you all.
It's so fun. Fun Rider, we're just walking through Fantasyland. Man, we've seen so many characters today. Today has been so much fun. Those character interactions are one of those other things that I think is absolutely magical about Disneyland. Because you're just kind of walking through Fantasyland. Crazy, just kind of walk through Fantasyland and you run into some of these characters and they're just kind of there. Like, like we saw, Captain Hook, Peter Pan, and Andy riding on the carousel this morning. I can't get enough. I just think it's amazing. I highly recommend bringing an autographed book. When my kids were little, we actually had cheap notebooks that we bought, and they just decorated with stickers. We still have them to this day, and they're something that we cherish. The other thing to know, our pen ran out of ink today, but luckily the hosts that are walking around with the characters have a pen. So if you don't happen to have a pen, no big deal. Just ask them, and they'll be more than happy to let you borrow theirs. We ordered the al pastor loaded fries down at Paradise Garden Grill. I can't remember the name of it for a second. Right down there by Goofy Sky School, across from Bouncing Jellyfish. So we're down there, headed down there. But as we were walking by Cars Land, it occurred to me that they have the bread samples, the sourdough bread, over here on the Pacific Wharf for San Francisco. And so I think we're gonna walk through there because getting a thing of bread is always a good idea. It's absolutely free.
You can't walk through the bridge.
Oh, never mind. Hannah's right. Flew again. It might be a bad idea. I forgot. Bridge is closed off, so it's not a quick walk through. All right, we'll come back and get the bread later, but that is a tip that they do have bread and it is good. It doesn't go all the way to the end of the night though, so check that. The other cool thing about it is that you can actually see them make the sourdough bread. They make the bread fresh here. We made it. I checked in on the mobile order app and said they were here. Hopefully it's fast because I am starving.
What happened?
The al pastor loaded fries are not only my favorite because they're absolutely delicious and the mango sauce is to die for, but also because they're super, super shareable. So I was getting super tired, kind of feeling run down, ready to be that point of the day that I just wanted to go sit in the Grand Californian and like sleep in the lobby for a little bit, which incidentally is a really nice place to go if you are in fact like just done that and then come back later. However, we ate, had a whole bunch of stuff to drink, and I'm feeling energized. So that's a huge, huge tip. If you're feeling run down, feel like you're kind of dragging, go eat. I also totally and completely recommend take a water bottle. You can fill these up at any of the quick service locations around the park. It's absolutely free to get ice. There's a lot of places that are perfect for refilling your bottle. And totally free to get water, not in the bottles, but just the glass of ice water. And if you do that and you keep that with you in the line, you'll feel better, you'll be more hydrated, you'll have more energy for the day. So if you're feeling sluggish, this is your message that it's time to go eat, relax, watch the band, sit in the shade, and all of a sudden you'll have the energy to go back and do more Disney in the parks. Don't be afraid to go take a break. While we were sitting here eating lunch, we were able to get reservations for Rogers the Musical. I don't think you need them. The shows that I've seen, they've had plenty of room for the standby. That since we could get the reservations, we did. The part about going into one of those shows is that you're sitting down, so you're resting your legs, but you're not missing out on an attraction because those three, Talk with Turtle Crush, PhilharMagic, Art of Animation, Rogers the Musical are some of my favorite things that I don't want to miss anyway. So it's the perfect time to go and do those and get that energy back up. It has been a super fun day. It's gone really, really fast. We've done a ton. We went to Rogers the Musical. We had some lunch. We went on a bunch of rides. We actually went on Rise of the Resistance during the middle of the day. And we saw so many characters, so many more characters than I was even expecting to find, especially all out at the same time. Thanks for joining me today for this recent adventure, and I'll see you real soon.